Beloved, listen. A man does not awaken to the weight of your presence until he has felt the holy ache of your absence. You keep thinking if you explain more, give more, bend more, he will see you. But the truth, child, is that he cannot honor what he takes for granted. Sometimes the medicine is not in the chasing, not in the proving, not in the begging. It is in the silence, in the vanishing, in the sacred disappearance that forces him to meet the echo of your worth. When you step back, when you reclaim your breath, when you stop making yourself available to his blindness, you become unforgettable. Because it is in your absence that his soul remembers your essence. And hear me when I tell you, if he is meant, he will crawl through fire to find you, not because you demanded it, but because your withdrawal revealed what your giving could not. That you are not ordinary, you are not replaceable, you are not an option. You are the prayer he didn't even know he was whispering. And when a man finally realizes he has touched the divine in you and lost it, beloved, he will not rest until he returns to your door with reverence, with humility, with a ring not just for your finger, but with a vow to your soul. Beloved, lean in with me right here, right now, because I need you to hear this with the ear of your spirit, not just your mind. The world has taught you that love is a performance, that you must show up louder, prettier, sweeter, smaller, more available, more forgiving, more patient, more giving than your soul was ever designed to be. And somewhere in the middle of all that performing, all that giving, all that waiting, you disappeared from yourself long before you ever thought about disappearing from him. You forgot the sacred truth that you, my beloved, are the prize. You forgot that you were born whole, born radiant, born chosen, not because of what you do, but simply because of who you are. And so you settle for being an option when God made you an answer. I've sat across from too many women, mothers, grandmothers, daughters, who broke their backs carrying a man, who cooked his meals, raised his children, ironed his shirts, prayed over his restless nights, and still went to bed alone, untouched, unseen, unfelt. And the heartbreak, my love, is not that he didn't see them. The heartbreak is that somewhere along the way, they stop seeing themselves. And when a woman cannot see herself, she will overstay in rooms where her spirit has already packed its bags. She will keep knocking at doors that have been locked from the inside. She will water deserts and call it devotion. And I want to tell you something hard, but I promise you it's wrapped in love. A man will not beg to keep what he already knows will never leave. A man will not rise for a woman who keeps lowering herself to keep him comfortable. You want him to choose you? You want him to claim you, to honor you, to recognize that you are the one? Stop standing in the place where you are tolerated and step into the place where you are treasured. Because the moment you disappear, not out of anger, not out of manipulation, but out of reverence for your own soul, he will feel the shift. And that shift, beloved, is holy. Think about it. Have you ever had something so consistent, so reliable, that you didn't even notice its value until it was gone? The lamp that always worked. The mother who always showed up, the friend who always answered the phone. You didn't mean to take it for granted, but you did. And the moment it was gone, the silence of its absence screamed louder than its presence ever did. That is what happens when a woman who has been giving and giving finally pulls back and returns to herself. That absence is not emptiness, it is a mirror. It forces him to see what he refused to honor. It forces him to reckon with what he dismissed. But here's the deeper truth, my love. This journey is not really about making a man beg or making him chase or making him marry you. That's too small for your soul. This journey is about you remembering your sacred place. Because when you stand in the fullness of who you are, when you stop begging for crumbs, when you stop auditioning for a role you were born to own, the right man cannot help but recognize you. He will rise, he will claim, he will cover, not because you twisted his arm or manipulated his heart, but because the light in you demanded a response. And I need you to understand, not every man will come back. Not every man will see what he lost. Not every man is meant to. And that, beloved, is not your punishment. That is your protection. Because God will not allow you to keep a counterfeit when the original design of your love is waiting. And sometimes the reason the one you begged for didn't stay is because God knew if he gave you what you thought you wanted, you would miss what you were destined to have. So, if you must disappear, disappear with dignity. Disappear not into silence of shame, but into the sanctuary of your own becoming. Disappear into your healing, into your laughter, into your friendships, into your work, into your dreams. Disappear into the kind of love for yourself that makes your skin glow and your spirit dance. Disappear in such a way that if he dares to return, he doesn't just find a woman he left, he finds a woman transformed, a woman elevated, a woman untouchable in her worth. Because here is the paradox. The moment you no longer need him to choose you is the moment he will. The moment you stop begging to be seen is the moment he opens his eyes. The moment you stop fighting for his scraps is the moment he wants to give you the feast. But by then, my love, you will be standing tall enough to know it is not about whether he chooses you, it is about whether you still choose him. And I want you to remember the women who came before you. Your grandmother, your mother, your aunties, they stayed when it hurt. They prayed through pain. They swallowed their tears because they were told a woman's duty was endurance. But you, beloved, are not here to repeat their story. You are here to heal it. You are here to be the one who says, no more. You are here to be the one who disappears from dysfunction so that your daughters, your nieces, your sisters learn how to